Hello. If you can hear me, please wave your hand. We'll be starting in few seconds. Hello and welcome to another session on easy vegetarian cooking. My name is Bhavna from Culture Cool, and today I'm here with a recipe of this recipe is very versatile. It's originally it is like an appetizer, but you can pair it with few things, then it could become like a part of complete meal. So today we are making vegetable cutlets. We will be putting a lot of vegetables. It's gonna be a healthy one, and thank you for joining in, and let's begin. Before I start mixing everything, let me show you the ingredients first. So this recipe requires quite a bit little ingredients, but you can actually customize as per your preference. There's no hard and fast like you have to add this particular vegetable. Whatever you like, you can just add that vegetable into it. So the base is potatoes, and you need some breadcrumbs to bind it. Rest of it, all the vegetables as per your choice. You can put extra quantity or less quantity, or you can replace with any other vegetable. So let me show you, and you can find the list of ingredients on Hoboken Public Library's website or in the comment box. So here I am using 2 medium-sized potatoes, and the other main vegetable is half a cup of green peas. I'm using frozen one, which I just thawed it at room temperature, but if you are using the fresh peas, then you might need to boil them and then use in this recipe. And I'm using 1/4 cup of grated carrot, 1/4 cup of grated beetroot. Now here, if you don't like beetroot at all, then you can replace that with carrot. You can increase the amount of carrot in the recipe, but this is the good way to consume beetroot. Even kids love this cutlet. And next is 1/4 cup of yellow corn, 1/4 cup of green beans, and we will be using half cup of breadcrumbs for binding, and we'll be using about 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs for coating at the end. And now let's come on to the spices. So in this, we are going to add salt as per your taste, but I'm going to use about 1 teaspoon of salt in this recipe. And here I will be using 1/4 teaspoon of garam masala powder, and half a teaspoon of Kashmiri red chili powder, that also enhance the color of the cutlet inside, and then half teaspoon of cumin powder and half teaspoon of dry mango powder. And if you like spicy, you can add green chilies. I'm going to be using 2 small green chilies and about 2 tablespoons of green fresh cilantro. And for shallow frying, you will need about 2 tablespoons of oil, and this list of ingredients will make about 8 pieces of cutlets. If you like, you can shallow fry. If you prefer deep fry, you can deep fry also, or you can make it in air fryer also. So we will be doing shallow frying and air frying method today. So let's begin. You need a prep bowl first, and into this we will be putting our potatoes, and I'm going to mash these potatoes. But before that, let me chop my other vegetables which needs to be chopped. Okay, so as I showed you already, the carrots and beetroots are already grated. I only need to fine chop these green beans and green chili. So let's just fine chop. All these vegetable has to be fine chopped. If you want, you can run them in the food processor also, but I prefer to chop them fine, because when you run them in the food processor, sometimes they get little more watery. And I'm not going to squeeze out any vegetable juice, because the breadcrumbs we are going to use, that is going to absorb the juice of carrots and beetroots. So all the nutrition stays in the cutlet. And now I'm chopping the green chilies, fine chop. And now let's chop our fresh cilantro. Okay, so now all our vegetables are ready, and now we only need to mix in. So here's my prep bowl. And we don't have to make these potatoes like a paste kind of, but you can just roughly mash it. And if you are using small potatoes, then please use 3 to 4 potatoes, so that will give you about 8 cutlets. Okay, now into this I'm going to add my 1/4 cup of beetroot. This is gonna be really colorful one. And 1/4 cup of grated carrot, and half cup of green peas, 1/4 cup of yellow corns. Now, as I mentioned, you can add any of the vegetable as per your preference. You can add some chopped spinach also. You can add grated zucchini also, but zucchini will give a little moisture, so then you have to add a little more breadcrumbs. But whatever you like more, you can add some green cabbage, fine chopped. Be creative with these cutlets. Whatever you want to add, you can add. So here goes the green beans and green chilies and fresh green cilantro. Now let's add our spices into it. So I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of salt, half teaspoon of red chili powder or paprika powder, whatever you use, or Kashmiri chili, which gives a good color, but it does not make it very spicy. Okay, and half teaspoon of cumin powder, half teaspoon of dry mango powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of garam masala powder, which is a blend of multiple whole spices like, bell pepper, black pepper, cloves, and bay leaves, and some cardamoms, and there are multiple spices into it that makes it very flavorful, and it makes slightly spicier also. So this garam masala is available in the grocery stores. You can buy it ready made. And into this now I'm going to add half cup of breadcrumbs. Now if you do not have breadcrumbs handy, you can use your any leftover bread slices, just crumble it into the food processor, or you can use the cornflakes also. So you just have to run the cornflakes into the food processor to coarsely grind it. And now let's just mix it nicely so all the spices get blend properly. And the beetroot actually gives it a nice color. So here I like to use my hands, because if we use masher, then it will make like a paste. We don't want to make all these potatoes like a paste. And now look at this mixture. It has yellow, green, pink, red, all these colors in here. So now we can just start shaping it. Now shaping also, if you are in rush, you can make round, oval, flat, any. But if you want to make it more interesting for kids, you can use cookie cutters and just give it a shape, or you can just give some simple shapes with your hand also, like heart and all. You can make it with hand too. So here I'm going to divide this mixture into 8 portions so that we get all same size of cutlets. And parallelly, let me turn on my stove, and you can use any heavy bottom skillet for shallow frying, or if you are planning to deep fry, you can use any deep wok or a fryer. Okay, so far I got 6. I have a little more mixture, so I'll add a little more into each so that we get all similar size. That's the 8th one, and I'll be adding a little to my other ones, which I feel like they're slightly smaller. And now let's turn the stove on. Okay, now let me keep this bowl aside and start shaping these. So now before these cutlets go into the pan, I'm going to coat them in breadcrumbs. That's why I said we will need another 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs to coat these. That's one way. And there is another way also. That way requires some cornstarch. So you can, about 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. You mix it with 1/4 cup of water, and you make like a gooey paste. And then you dip these cutlets into that cornstarch batter first, and then you roll it into the breadcrumbs. That's also a way to make these, but I just gently roll in breadcrumbs just like this, and then we can shallow fry or air fry. And these are actually good to go on grills also, so this is a good item to add on to your barbecues. And if you are planning to air fry these, you make sure you do a little oil spray on both sides, and then they are good to go in the air fryer. We can put in for 350 Fahrenheit for about 7-8 minutes one side, and another 7 minutes for another side. So these, I'm making some round ones, but I can show you how you can make it like, just press it slightly and make it like a simple, easy heart. So you just have to, get kind of a round shape first, and then you just take out a little bit of the material from one side and add onto the other side, and then just press and shape it into the heart shape. And for that I have to put it on the board so that I can press it nicely. And that could be a good Valentine breakfast also, because it's nice and pink in color, and heart shape is so easy to make. Okay, so easy. You don't even need any mold or something. You can just press it with hands, or if you want, you can just make a big round flat ball and then place a cookie cutter on it, and then get whatever shape you like. Okay, now let me quickly wash my hands, and then we will coat it with the breadcrumbs and put it on the pan. Okay, so let me bring my camera also closer to my stove. And here I have the pan heated already. Into this I'm going to put about 1 tablespoon of oil. You can use any oil, whatever you like. And yes, here's my bowl of extra breadcrumbs. So I'll be coating all these, and then they can go in the pan. And we need to shallow fry them on medium flame. Okay. Let me put one more on the pan, and then the rest of the cutlets I will be putting in air fryer. Okay, now let me bring my air fryer basket here. And the same thing, we just need to coat these in breadcrumbs and place them on the air fryer, and then we will oil spray when they are all on the tray. Okay, it's coated nicely all the sides. Just place it in your air fryer. Here it goes. And now I'm going to put my heart-shaped one into this. Okay, so that goes in here, and now we will need to oil spray these. Just shake the spray, and we need to oil spray on both sides. So let the first side go in first, and when we flip these out, then we're gonna oil spray on the other side. So as I said in the beginning, it should, oops, what happened? It's okay, something is wrong. Not working. Okay, I might need to switch the electric outlet. But till then, let's check on these. We don't want these to get burned. Let me move my air fryer to the original place. I just brought it closer so that we can show you in the camera. Okay, it's working on its original place. Let's see. We don't want to turn the flame high, because that will give like a dark brown color, but it won't make it like crispier. Let's check on these. Gently seal. We can let them be here for another 2 minutes and then we can flip it. So these cutlets, as I mentioned, like they are originally used as an appetizer, but you can actually use them as slider patties, and you can, wrap it up in any tortilla wraps or something, pair it with some salad. They make a perfect meal. And I feel like they are a very good healthy option, to feed all these vegetables to the kids, what they even don't like it usually. So you can, add more beetroot, more carrots into it. And you can actually make it ahead of time if you have any planned get together or planned barbecue. You can make it round and coat it in breadcrumbs and then refrigerate it for a couple of hours, and then you just take it out when you have your guest or when your grill is ready. Just grill it and serve it. Very convenient option. Now they look nice and golden. I'll show you. Look at these. I just flipped these. They look nice and golden. If you want to make it a little more crispier, you can add a little more oil. Because when you coat these things in the breadcrumbs, they tends to absorb the oil. So the oil which we used initially, that was almost absorbed on one side of cutlet. So we can add like another half tablespoon of oil, so that the other side also get crispier. While these are getting cooked here, let me just prepare for plating. So you can pair with some salad. I have a lettuce leaf and I like to cut some slices of tomatoes. the other side is also ready. Okay, that looks almost ready. So this is little quicker option to get these ready. The air fryer will take a little longer time. Going to place some lettuce and tomatoes on my plate. And I think we can turn off the stove now for these rounds. Okay, let me check on the air fryer one if they are ready to flip. They are also nice and golden, so I'm going to flip these and oil spray on the other side. Spray enough so that it's coated all over, and it can go back in the air fryer for another 7 minutes. So the air fryer temperature was 350°F. Let's plate these ones which are ready. Looks good, nice and colorful and healthy too. So these looks ready, and you can pair it with some whole wheat bread to make it like a perfect meal. Use some tomato ketchup or mayonnaise or mustard, whatever you like. That makes a perfect vegetarian cutlet sandwich, which is nice and good and filling for lunch or dinner. Or you can just enjoy it as is, as an appetizer. They're nice and crispy outside and soft and colorful inside. Let me cut one of the cutlet and show you the color from inside. Here it is, and let's just cut it. You can hear the crunch as I run the knife in. It's pretty hot. show you from inside. Look at this. That beetroot gives nice dark pink color, and the yellow corn and green peas. It's nice and colorful appetizer. And my air fried ones are going to take a few more minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this easy vegetarian cooking session, and I hope some of you are trying out some easy vegetarian recipes. They are super simple to prepare. They can be, put together in about the matter of minutes. They don't take like long hours, and easy to carry for picnics, especially in the summer. These cutlets you carry the sandwiches and mayonnaise, and you make your own meal. You can carry, make the sandwich and carry it, or you can carry the bread separately and make your sandwich right fresh when you wanna eat. So let me check if, okay, I don't think it's 7 minutes till we put the other one in the air fryer, but I'm gonna check it if they are almost done. Almost done, but they would have, get a little more dark golden color if we can put them another 2 more minutes. So it takes 8 minutes on one side and 7 minutes on another side at 350 Fahrenheit. So I'm just going to pop them back for another 2 minutes. But here, you guys enjoy the shallow fried version. Thank you for watching this session, and thank you Hoboken Library for organizing these vegetarian workshops. And patrons of Hoboken Public Library can check out their summer programs on their website, and they are open for curbside pickup. So please feel free and check all the events and all the services on their website and also on their Facebook page. Thank you for joining in. Enjoy your rest of your evening. Bye bye.